because I don't think it worked out very well for Live Sandbox yesterday, going for the weird Azir Flex situation.
Not a big fan of that one myself either.
Does he just... Okay, it is the Camille.
Okay.
I like this. Keen just trying to fight fire with fire here. We've seen it can be very dangerous in the early game. There's all those things that KT's relied upon. It's just whether they can survive to that stage of the game. Let's hop into the Rift, get into game one.
Has been a really rough pick, but you know, these are the two players in mid right now that you trust more than anyone who might be able to help remedy some of that. As Cuzpath bottom side here, and he does not have the same sort of information about where Owner is, but is going to check Try.
Yeah, Kamushi dashing forward. Lehen's taking so much damage here. The Ignite still ticking down as aiming, trying to fight back. There is the tempo heal.
Really feels like KT wanted to try to bait an exchange here so that Cuz could come down and make something happen, but they just get outplayed. Cuz doesn't commit, and that's not the trade you wanted here in this 2v2.
Oh, Zeus baiting Keen here just a little bit. Tactical sweep comes in. Keen's completely out of mana and Owner is coming in. Is the flash going to work out is the question, as Owner's just holding onto the Vault Breaker. There it is. Guarantee that they can kill him in the CC. Beautifully done.
And this is exactly the opposite.
Keen decided to go ahead and dive towards the top side, so I got a little bit interrupted. BDD is struggling so much in this lane right now. Bubble gonna connect onto Lehen's. Owner's here as well. And aiming, he might pay the price for it. There's the flash forward. Beautifully lands the Vault Breaker. And aiming down to 200 health. This is all going wrong.
Oh, Extendo!
Yeah, that was, I mean, Keen needs 2 items before he's really happy about any situation in this game, as Faker turns back up into this mid lane. BDD's going to look for the sweep, gets the flash out of Faker there.
You're still going to have a hard time killing him, and you don't want to commit your flash. You're just hoping for an overextension here, as Cuz just has to be here so that aiming and Lehen's don't get dove further.
Well, there's the Vault Breaker onto Cuz. Cease and desist comes through as well, as Tidal Wave is going to get the knock up. The Wild Growth is going to be there. Good bubble. Connects onto Lehen's. Is now Cyclone going to be there. Owner diving forward. BDD and Faker fighting towards the top side as Gumayushi. A lot of damage on aiming, who does ult, and immediately T1 get out of there. Don't want to give Zeri her certification as Lehen's. He has to flash. As now KT, can you do anything here? Kerry is flashing onto them. The ebb and flow value is just absurd. And that is going to be the 3rd kill here. Carrier picks that one up. Now aiming, I don't know about this one, as that's a real dead Zeri. Empress Divide onto Faker underneath the turret here. One shot will come forward as... Yeah, and he's just pretty tanky, man.
Zeus is also winning at the same time, by the way. Then they just dive the bottom turret and get the whole thing and get the kills. They get the kills anyways. Carrier takes some of the way. Great ebb and flow here. But, you know, at the end of the day, the T1 are still winning topside. You can see the Gnar on the top. And then Faker comes back to mid to try to catch BDD, survives. And already. And now Owner, when they group up, guess what? He's here too.
Well, they do know exactly what's going on. There's the Cyclone. Cease and desist comes through as Owner's going to flash immediately. Cuz dives after him, but he's going to take so much damage. Zeus, can you find it? Emperor's Divide gets rid of him, but it's too late. They trade junglers for now as aiming in Lehen's trying to stand their ground against the T1 bottom lane. A 1-for-1 for the losing side is generally better.
Faker just crashed 2 waves of minions into that inner turret on bottom side during that entire fight. He's like, yeah, you guys are maybe going to trade 1-for-1, but we're getting more.
Well, aiming's going to try and skate out of this one. There is the Wild Growth. There's BDD's golden under a turret. That's a Gnar. That's a dead BDD on the Azir. And Azir starting to continue to feel real awkward here in the LCK. As, yeah, Bear drops on top of the Scissor Legs lady, and it's just, I feel like the game's done. Well,
it is done. It's been done.
For
Cuz has to sit in that Tri-Brush.
Oh, this is cute. They actually want the inhib to go down so that they can farm.
It's the freak inhibitor where there's a whole 20-minute video about why this is the right move for KT, but we'll see if it gives them some free farm here to try to slow this game down. Watch Faker in the bottom lane while all this is happening, as Cuz has to flash for this, and it's a trade of junglers. But Faker's just pushing waves in. Keen shows up super late, and if this is more coordinated from KT, maybe you get 2 kills here, but it's just so disjointed. And yeah, this is...
Sometimes you just get chased down by a mini now.
He's got no money. He has no gold. He has to stopwatch here, and he's still doomed. Like, Keen maybe could have pushed for a bounty. They're going to contest.
Well, Faker is going to go golden. There's a Tidal Wave, gets a lot of value. Cuz going to go down first here. Cease and desist, I believe, was onto Cuz's clone. Doesn't matter, guys. Keen going to take a fair bit of damage. T1 still rather low, apart from Zeus, who's just doing a 1v1 battle with the Baron.
The Tibbers is actually getting so much damage done.
Tibbers is so mad. Here's Owner, and he's just going to clear out some vision, and we're just going to take all of the structures here. One Nexus turret remains, because, yeah, just going to get jumped on by Zeus, and they're just continuing to walk around in circles. There is no actual good choice to make here for KT, and therefore, like, even if we say, like, oh, KT, go for a fight, yeah, but they can't win anything. There's a Hextech ultimatum into the backline. Gumayusi just going to press the culling button. He does get polymorphed as Cuz tries to dive on top of him. Decent CC, but he's just going to get wiped out. And T1 are going to go for the kill. They back away from aiming. They do actually respect this Zeri quite a lot. As we can see, Sundisk was put up.
Zeus has TP, so he could just return.
Well, BDD, can he be the hero? He does manage to wipe out the Lucian. Now Carrier's going to try and swim away from this. Aiming, fighting as best he can, but Faker, he's a tank, guys. He's a raid boss, and Carrier's going to get yet another kill. 3-0-6 here on the Nami. And it was a valiant attempt there from KT at the very end, but they're going to need more than this if they want to take down T1. Game number 1 of the Telecom War of our Saturday Showdown. It's going to go to T1.
Because Aiming couldn't farm mid. He couldn't do anything this game.
No, he couldn't. Bidity did a fair bit of damage here. In fact, the most in the game, but it didn't matter at all, guys. It was completely irrelevant.
I wouldn't even say it's necessarily fun. Like, this is the kind of games we've been seeing from T1 all season. It looks like it's going to be Gragas mid with the Gwen here going top side, and BD playing this Gragas into the Annie mid.
As we mentioned before, we need KT to actually turn up today, and Game 2 could be their last hope for doing so.
Yeah. Also, you know, just with how Casante's Qs work. Okay, hold on. Faker.
Well, there is the flash immediately. Body slam flash in there as well as Faker gets taken down very low. There's the flash from Cuz, and first blood goes to KT.
Well, that's one way to get a lead in mid. You know, just an early level 3 gank from Cuz. 2 flashes for 1, but you'll take that amount of control. You get the early teleport here now from Faker.
True. Right, like he's an 80 carry that, yeah, he's got Chains of Corruption. His owner is going to find Cuz here in the jungle. He's a buy. He's very happy to take this little trade as Ward goes over, and Piercing Arrow going to connect. BD able to help get Cuz out as Carrier's just going to chase after him. Hail of Blades does a heck of a lot of work, and there's the last order. Thanks for the blue buff.
And this is such an easy call for T1 to make, to just force this, because the back timing of Aiming and Lehens is telegraphed. They know they've backed. Lowest kill to gold lead ratio in the LCK, because to just win off of the map.
Only gets over the wall, and Cuz is, yep.
Now they've got group up for this second Drake here.
Yeah, well, Tidal Wave is going to come forward. There's the Cyclone, lands onto both of these bottom laners. Sorry, onto Owner and onto Carrier. Culling comes through. That should be another kill as BDD picks up that one. The Draven's going to cash in, but it's a double kill here for the Gragas. He flashes away as Faker just needs a few more. Gumayusi flashes. Can he actually get it? There it is. That's a double for the Draven. And Owner and Carrier now waiting over to the side. They can see exactly what the health bar of this Drake is. So this steal is just so easy. So he's going to have to back away. Some needlework coming out here. Zeus just doing some Cassante things. BDD fighting against Faker. Good little belly bump. Gets a bit of value here as the Cyclone comes through. Cease and desist comes down. There is the Whirling Death. And Gumayusi's going to get yet another one. That is a killing spree here as Owner gets over the wall. There's the flash from Aiming. He wants to play this aggressively, but Owner, he's down to a sliver, but he will survive.
He's trapped and he goes down, and then there's a control ward, there's a regular ward, buys over the wall. They do not even know. This is just elementary steal here.
I mean, it's not even a steal. Like, actually, this is just T1's Drake. Because they can just time it.
1, 2, 3 is the call there in the comms, and this is what you do, where you time it with Varus. We've seen this team do this so many times, whether it's support or AD carry. And then this is like the Cyclone on the Gromp. Oh, such a tragedy here.
Yeah. KT not really finding any angles.
Yeah, they're just going to try to force this turret down with the Herald.
Oh dear, Aiming's real dead. Tidal Wave does come through. Let's see whether KT have a follow-up. Bubble is decent there onto Zeus, who's tanking this one for a very long time, but he all outs. He gets over the wall. Cuz, can you actually kill him? The answer is no. He's going to be able to get over that wall. Keen now diving forward. Gumayusi.
Teleport.
Taking some needlework as the teleport does come through from Faker, and he turns up and says, "Leave my friends alone."
To stop this push.
Well, in the meantime, Lehens is dead. Gumayushi's going to get his 4th here of this game. And that's, if the back wasn't broken already.
You know, these are things that you know T1 have been practicing this. They have been scrimming this. They have prepared this. And Zeus.
He's going to face check. Does just push them into the wall here and takes one of them away. He's going to choose Keen for his battle. Don't know whether you necessarily want that one. He's going to dash a whole bunch. But yeah, Keen's just going to snip, and that's a dead Cassandra. Yeah, there it goes. So there it is. A little bit of money back. 5,000 gold is the lead as Faker goes golden. Keria off to the side, finds the Chains of Corruption. Lahens, he has to flash. That is a dead monkey, a 5th one here for Gumayusi. Meanwhile, Shirley's getting charges. She's having a real good time as Keria's flashing, just trying to get some slows so that Gumayusi can free hit. Piercing arrow not going to land there onto Lahens, who's going to have to piece out of this one. I don't think that he's going to be able to offer too much more other than fish food for T1. Faker. As a bear goes down, and that is a dead BDD. Another kill for Gumayusi as they are not stopping.
This type of new double 80 carry lane is exactly how T1 likes to play.
Yeah, and it's not even new at this point, right? Like, this is just Keria. He wants to pick something that has range. I don't know why, but they're still going to go for a Baron. Here's a teleport from KT as Cuz is going to get stunned forever and murdered. Faker's going to grab that kill. Actually, a great all-out to make sure that he just could not do anything to react. That means that this Baron is very comfortably going to go over to T1. And KT, I mean, there was nothing left in the tank. It felt like, honestly, this game was lost much earlier than this. But
also a little bit sus as owner.
Yeah, the culling's going to come through. That is a 2-man Tibbers, though. Tidal Wave comes down just to try and split this fight up. As KT underneath the turret now. They don't lose anyone, but they still don't have very much control. BDD looking for it, does manage to bring in the Draven right into the bubble. That's the cash-in. Well, I mean, the cash-in on the other side, right, for Keen this time, but T1 still have a lot of damage available. It's not this, as he's going to push BDD back in. All right, kind of love it.
They don't need an 80 carry, they got a spare. They got a spare.
Exactly. They do need an 80 carry, Wolf, but they still have one. It's fine.
They got a spare. It's not fair.
Oh,
it's not fair, Atlas.
Lahens is going to get punched by the Vi here. And Zeus will help take down this Nexus turret. The wallets are so heavy. It's obscene. And yeah, Gumayusi dies. It's his first death of the game. And the Nexus will be the next to fall. 24 minutes, man. An absolute shellacking as, the inhibitors respawn, guys. It's just like Worlds.
Except not in any way.
Completely different.
All right, let's see. Where's the angle here? Keen can TP. All right. He's going to go onto the Baron pit.
Yeah, this is BDD making his way in. Cuz just trying to keep tabs on everyone.
It doesn't actually
Keria is dead, yeah. But that means that the rest of them do make it out alive. And it's like almost all of the gold lead is in this bottom lane. It's actually insane the amount of value that they've got as Keria is going to get the Chains of Corruption onto Cuz, and he's going to go down. Owner goes golden there as well to avoid the culling damage. And now there is no real form of engage here for KT outside of he's throwing a Hail Mary.
Yeah, he's holding that cast. Like, he really wants to do it so badly, but he can't get into range. And there's no Nexus turrets here.
Aiming just dives into the backline, executes Keria. That was kind of sick. I don't know whether it's going to mean too much, as there it is. All right. Zay's going to be booped in. He's like real tanky right now, though, as he does manage to find that Q. Beautifully done. Keen, not immune enough. And Tibbers is chasing them into the fountain. Leave them alone, Tibbers. They've been through so much already. His owner is just going to find BDD and take him down. T1 are going to look for the last remaining few kills. As, yep. There is Gumayusi flashing onto the fountain, and that might be enough as get revenge for Keria and then call it a day. Nexus goes down 2-0 for T1.
You know, leading into this week as T1, you're like, oh, this telecom war is going to be tough. You know, T1